Hello, friends. We're going to talk about our expectations. And remember, that's that big word we keep talking about expectations. That means what we're supposed to do during our Zoom meetings. Remember that when we have Zoom meetings, we can see each other on the screen. We can see like squares that have all of our class in them. And so we're going to be having Zoom meetings every single day. And I hope that you can come to them. So we're going to talk about what do we do whenever we are in our Zoom meetings. And so the first one, sorry, let me get this right. Okay, the first one over here is be on time. So try to be on time for our meeting. Try to be there whenever we start so that you don't miss anything whenever we're talking. The next one right here says act like you're at school. So pretend like you're at school. Pretend that you are at school doing your schoolwork because sometimes it's really hard when you're working at home to take it seriously. And believe me, I know all about that because you remember I have 5 kids. And so I really know that it's really hard to pretend like you're at school when you're at home. But try to take your job seriously because I think it'll make it easier for you. The next one over here, it says sit in one spot during the class. So that means don't keep getting up and moving all around. Like if you're talking to me on an iPad and we're having a Zoom meeting over an iPad, that means don't just keep walking outside and doing things and walking back inside, going and sitting down. Just sit down while we're in our Zoom meeting so that we can handle our business during the meeting. Okay, the one right here, keep yourself muted. Okay, we have 2 signs that I'm going to show you. We have a mute. That means whenever the microphone has a red line through it, I can't hear you and your friends can't hear you. Sometimes I'm going to ask you to unmute. So you click on the microphone and then the line goes away and it's your turn to talk. And everybody listens. Remember how we practice listening? Put our eyes on the speaker. Even though we're not in person, I can still look at you on the computer. My eyes are there and my ears are listening. And I'm at a level 0. Okay. And then after your turn to talk, you're going to click the microphone again and see the red line, mute. Okay. If everybody has their computer on unmute and they're all talking at the same time, nobody can hear anything and nobody understands anything. But if everybody puts when it's not the speaker stays on the microphone and all of the listeners have the mute. Okay. All right. The next one, turn on your video. Right beside the microphone, there's a little camera button, a little video button. And again, this is what I want to see because that means that your camera's on and I want to see your face. Okay? If it has a line through it, a red line through it, that means I can't see your face. So if I hold this card up and if I say your name and tell you to click on this button so I can see your video, I want to see your face. Then that means it's you, okay? All right. So remember, camera on. So if I hold this one up, that means, and I'll say, Mrs. Yamas, can you please turn your camera on so that we can see you? Or if I hold it up and if I don't say anything, just quietly look at yours and see. Look down in the corner. And if you notice that your camera has a line through it, then you know it might be you because I might not say your name out loud. I might just hold it up to see who's watching and paying attention. Okay? Make sure your camera is on. Okay? If you are on mute and Mrs. Yamas is talking or somebody else is talking, it's their turn, and you want to talk, raise your hand. Go just like this. Because guess what? You're in the little square. I can see you and I can see your hand is raised. And I'm going to say, oh, I see Mrs. Yamas wants to talk because she raised her hand. Mrs. Yamas, go ahead and unmute yourself. Go ahead and unmute yourself so that we can hear what you have to say. The next one, listen. Okay, remember, we're practicing being good listeners, and we have to be good listeners. We have to pay attention and be good listeners because it's hard to pay attention when we're on video like this. Okay, so we're practicing our listening skills. The one in the middle says no eating or drinking during class. Like, I don't want you to go to McDonald's and get your big old Happy Meal and your big old soda and sit there and eat in the middle of our meeting like that. Okay? Because sometimes we're going to be doing things and it's going to be hard for you to be eating and doing. Okay? Now, if you feel like you're so hungry during our meeting and you want to have like a snack of goldfish off to the side, that's okay. If you can have a small snack and just have your snack small and still participate, then that's okay. But just not big meals and not like a sandwich, okay? Or a hamburger. And the last one says, have fun and do your best. So guess what? This is new for all of us. This is even new for me. I've been having a rough week this week because I've been working getting this all set up for our whole class. And so it's new for all of us. And so that means that we all might make a mistake. But guess what? We learn from our mistakes. I've already learned from a lot of mistakes this week. And so that's how I expect our Zoom meetings to go. So remember, we're going to have a mute and unmute and camera on so I can see you. Okay? We'll play a little game really fast. I know this video is long. What's this picture of? That's a girl and she's showing me her back. Do you think we want to see somebody's back during our Zoom meeting? No, we want to see your beautiful face. So show your beautiful face. Do you think that we want to see somebody's tonsils? Do we want them to open their mouth on their camera? Show it all the way up close like this? No, we don't want to see your mouth either. We want to see your face, right? Do I want to see you turn it upside down and do an acrobat tricks? No, there's no need to turn your camera upside down and do acrobat tricks, okay? Do I want to see you bring in your toys? Sometimes. Sometimes I might ask you to go on a scavenger hunt and bring something to show us. But on a regular day, if Mrs. Yamas doesn't tell you to bring your toys, then make sure your toys stay sitting down to the side. Microphone on when it's your turn to talk. McDonald's Happy Meal? Small snack on the side? Okay. Raising your hand to speak, to get a turn? Yes. Just raise your hand quietly and I'll see it. Mute when it's not your turn to talk. That's your speaker. I don't know why they would have this in there because you won't have your speaker on. That's the one that I thought it was. Oh no, this is the video. Don't have your video off because then I'm going to hold up the video sign. I'm going to say, I want somebody to turn their camera on because your camera was off. So you have to make sure you keep your camera on. We want to see beautiful faces looking and participating. Okay. I think that's it. Those are all the things. So I can't wait to talk to you again. I can't wait to have our first Zoom meeting so that we can meet. And just remember that during our meetings, please be respectful. And I will try to be respectful for you as well. I mean, I will try to make sure that everybody gets a turn to talk and that we're learning the best that we can. See you soon.